The Two Alphas Talk, and we're back live and direct. Tonight we're going to talk to you about bullet weight. Does it matter? Yep.
Yeah, we're back, people.
Yeah, guys.
Goddamn. Fucking people were tired.
Yeah.
It's been a week.
You.
Huh?
We're here for you.
We're here for you guys.
That's it.
You know what? That shit didn't fucking launch. These mothers. Oh, man. So Will's going to launch a new channel tonight, and it didn't launch. And D-Live kicked us off the air last week, guys. So we're
Being
no more
gun-oriented.
Yeah, we're no longer on D-Live. And
think about all 5 of those guys. Bye, guys.
Yes, bye, guys. So I'm surprised Twitch haven't kicked this off yet, but we're on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble, and it would have been Kick.com tonight, but I set everything up, guys, and it didn't launch. So that is very interesting. They are already blocking us, huh?
Right.
I guess that's it. You know what I'm saying?
They read the bio today.
Right. I haven't even put up a bio yet, but they probably read it.
Notes.
Yeah. So you guys know you guys have been doing an excellent job of watching the streams, going to the streams, and supporting the show. And especially supporting us on Rumble. Please go to rumble.com. Type in the Two Alphas Talk, and like right here, I can do that right here, and show you guys. Put some spaces in there in between each word, and it's going to take you to just look like this. Click on that icon, and it's going to take you directly to looking at these two interesting gentlemen, and and it's going to take us to our channel. And when it takes us to our channel, go ahead and if you're watching it on a stream like through Google, and you don't have the app, that's fine. You can do that, but just give us a thumbs up on the show. See how they got thumbs up and come in, and just give us a thumbs up. And also too, if you do have the app, please follow the show. We're trying to get more followers on this channel. 15 is not good enough. We need to bring it up because more of you guys, look at this. You guys watch these shows, hundreds, 340, 326, 451. We got more viewers than we do followers. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on here, guys? I mean, you guys hate viewing, or what's happening? And if you watch the show, if you're not a subscriber to Rumble, give it a thumbs up. We should have over 100 thumbs ups on some of these shows. Our latest show we just put out on Rumble was the Two Alpha Talk, the Vault Gun Range anniversary that was done on 8/19 this month. So that is up. It's only 29 minutes. You guys can go view that. Same thing is over on YouTube, and it premiered on YouTube. And I tried to set up a premiere over here, but I don't think it actually works. And please, just support the show that way. The show is for you.
We're not asking for money. We don't beg you to hit our Patreon or send us a $5 on Cash App. We just want you to click the radio button. That's all.
Yeah. It's not hard. Now the YouTube page, YouTube is killing us, and they've been not really supporting the channel. So do the same thing over there on YouTube. When you watch the show, give the show a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hurt. Subscribe to it if you can. Then you'll get the notifications on Rumble if you subscribe to them on Rumble when we put up a new show. Rumble is actually will email you and let you know, and YouTube will give you the notification when we go live or when a new show comes up, when we have a premiere. And I mean, you can't go wrong. You can't, if you miss the show live, then you can watch it when it's not live. But the only thing we ask is just give some type of support.
And the free stuff.
Yeah, it's all free.
Share, like, subscribe. You can subscribe to everything that you watch on YouTube, and it doesn't hurt you. You don't have a limited amount. It's unlimited, from what I understand. And it helps out not just us, but anybody else you're watching. I mean, us in particular, especially on the two platforms that we mainly run on. We really appreciate it. But it really does help keep us relevant. I mean, at one point we were getting there where I could go on YouTube and I saw our videos, and then now I got to go looking for them. But
but I'm seeing.
Right.
But you can see them on Rumble.
Help.
We can definitely see them on Rumble. They pop up on Rumble on their channel, and when we go live and stuff. So thank you, Rumble, and thank you, people of Rumble. You know what I'm saying? And let's get into the subject, and we'll go into everything else. So, bullet weight, does it really matter when you're looking at stopping power against a human being?
Right
now, I know some.
Good.
I know some people who live by the FBI ballistic report every year when it comes out, and they will have. Let's say the ballistic report said 9mm 115 grain is the best round in a in the hollow point, right? And you only need one round, and you're gonna get 9 inches of penetration power and a spread of maybe 4 inches. You know what I'm saying? So
this is hypothetical, right?
Oh, it is hypothetical. Yeah, I'm just imagining this. Yeah, this is not kinetic energy.
Yeah, I was checking with you.
Yeah. So, for the next 2 years, they go out and say, everybody, you guys need to buy 124 grain, because we found out you can get an extra 2 inches deeper and a bigger spread by 1 inch with hollow points. And so these cats go out, they dump all the ammunition in their magazines, and they go out and buy that stuff. Now remember, hollow points are almost $1 a round.
You're right.
Almost $1 a round. And then they go out and they spend, because it's 20 box of 20, so you're almost spending the $20 with taxes, comes almost like $25. And you're gonna need 2 boxes if you're running 3 magazines. You know what I'm saying? I don't run them like that. You know what I'm saying? But some people do. And then they go out and buy those, and they'll shoot up those last ones and get the new box. And then they wait on the next ballistic test. Now they're up to 147s now, hollow points. These are the best things. And these guys are going out by. You become a
junkie.
Yeah, a junkie or a range whore. You know what I'm saying? And because you're just a tactical whore, because you're chasing a wet dream. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really look at it, when the first 9mm round came out, what was it, 1940? I think it was 40.
What that?
I think it was it
9mm is old, man. It's like 1900.
Yeah, but when Dr. Luger made the first Luger, I think it was in 42. I have to look it up real quick. And because that's when the 9mm really got popular, after Dr. Luger made that for the Nazis.
1901.
Oh, it's 1901. Okay,
right?
that's
And
when
it
the
was
first.
by George Luca,
Yeah, that's when he came out with for his
Mhm.
first 9mm pistol.
Right?
They've been killing people with 115 9mm bullets
Hmm.
for a long time. You
Yep.
know,
Hmm.
I mean, so why are you guys believing the FBI on their little bullshit
The
ballistics?
FBI has some merit, especially for people who don't have, a lot of resources. Like we talk to a lot of people. We talk to guys who, do this for a living, military guys, army guys, law enforcement guys, competition shooters, competition trainers, all that stuff. We have a myriad of people that we can relate, and there's guys that watch this show that we can reach out to that are in the know. Guys that sell guns, guys that are around guns all the time. So, but there are people out there that don't have that, and then when they rely on the FBI, I understand that because that's what most of these police departments are doing. Think about that. The average citizen that we both will giggle at when they say, "Well, FBI says," and we're looking at it like, "Oh, damn, here we go again." Switcherooski. This FBI changes every 4 or 5 years, depending on who gives them the best deal on the ammo, too. But when they do all this testing and these guys go through all of this, it's kind of like a gauge or barometer for somebody that doesn't have any intel, and it's not terrible, but it shouldn't be, and you should do more research on it. You should, and on top of that, think about this: the 147 grain, some of these plus P plus, or even plus P rounds. There's so much recoil coming out of some of them for some people that is you run out and buy it without ever shooting it. And you load it up, and then the first time you need it, you're wondering why things are not going the way you planned them to go. And that's a hard deal. A lot of people who don't understand, they go out here and they run these special defense gun bullets, critical defense. They never shot them, and I ask people all the time, "Have you ever shoot this?" And they're like, "No, man." Same thing you just said. There's $1 a round. Bro, that $3, that $5, that $10 that you run in one magazine just to get a feel for this ammunition will serve you much better.
$17. I got a 17, one in the pipe.
Well, let's run 17 rounds, and $17 is a good lesson to learn, as opposed to waiting until you actually need it for the first time you pull a trigger on that.
Right.
And you think something's wrong with the gun.
Yeah. So that's let's see, 17 times 3. That's $52. Bullets
on that, right. But see, this is the thing. Bullets. At this day and age, with ammunition and the industry doing whatever it's doing to us, it's not good. It probably doesn't. They didn't use Vaseline, and they probably won't give us a reach around. But the rest of it, that's what it is. If you want to be irrelevant and stay in the game, you got to pay the price. Yeah. And unfortunately, with all these new people coming in, man, nobody's holding off on buying ammo. When I was saying that back during the COVID, people were looking at me like, "Well, prices are coming down." You remember that guy I got in an argument with? And it was like, bro, he talking about price. No, they haven't. He said it's back to where they were. No, it's not. And it's still not.
Still
high. Never will be. Just still like high. Gas is never going to be less than $3.50 for unleaded, because they know we can pay for it. We will make sacrifices to figure it out, so they know exactly. Same thing with ammo. You're never going to see anything less than $12 a box for 50 rounds of 9mm.
And you got guys out there
and if you shoot 45, oh my God, bend over before you go. You get your own sandwich, because they're not going to feed you.
You got guys going to some of the highest stores and buying ammunition and thinking it's nothing. Because these guys have the disposable income to throw away.
And no. They make sacrifices. That's the crazy thing. You see them roll in there and they look like it's an easy peasy, but they're making sacrifices. They're not doing this anymore. I hear people tell me shooting is expensive. I said it never was like that until you people came along. And they're like, and I give it to them. I'm like, new people come in, they're buying ammunition, practice ammunition for $20 a box, and they're spending that money, and the industry is saying, yes, come on down. Come on down.
Before we keep going, I want to say hello, Reggie. I see you over there on Rumble. Yeah, he's in the Rumble.
Reggie's on Rumble? Wow.
Yeah, he's in the Rumble chat. Yep, sure.
He's diversifying.
Yep. Look at the
brother. Man, Reggie. What's going on, brother Reggie?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. We got some things
Yeah.
coming up. I'm get
Yeah.
in touch with you, give you the dates and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Ahead
Get
of
my
time
number
so you can
from
be out.
Al, Reggie,
Mhm.
so we can get you out to the range too.
I'll give it to him right now.
No, not on the air. What the hell is wrong with you? We get all types of freaking calls. You know what I'm saying? No,
Exactly.
you give out the
We getting
business number.
creepy calls.
You can give out the
Nah,
business
I'm
number,
just
but
teasing.
yeah,
I'm just teasing, man.
that's a public number, but that's a whole different phone.
Right.
And AWK, what's going on, my man? How you doing? And back to bullet weights, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, for me, bullet weights really doesn't. It kind of matters, because I look at it not at a kinetic energy issue. Yeah, he's laughing. Too bad I can't put your stuff on air, Reggie. And he thought that was funny.
Yeah.
And but it's not like a, you know, I don't look at it as kinetic energy, because I'm not going to shoot just one round at somebody. And so I'm going to shoot multiple rounds. You know what I'm saying? And the ballistic report on bullet weight is based on a kinetic energy and bullet weight, and how the effects will do on a 12-inch block of ballistic gel. And
I think it's longer. Their
they extended it
penetration now is up to 16 inches.
okay,
Between 12 and 16 inches is what they're
right,
for the premium.
right. And that's a size of a real fat man. You know what I'm saying? So real fat dudes, you're gonna have to juice them more than once anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because them cats, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
they're gonna be hard to take down anyway, because that fat mass is gonna be sealing up those holes.
Right. And if some of these rounds, if somebody has on a heavy Parker or things like that, it may not stop the bullet, but it slows it down.
It slows it down. It deforms the bullet to slow it down and take the
especially
kinetic
hollow
energy
points.
out of it.
Yep.
Yeah. And
still might knock them on the butt, but it's not take them out the game.
Right. So you're looking at, let's say you guys are saying, I know a lot of people, they were like, well, I don't like 115s. I carry 147s in my gun. You know what I'm saying? And because when I hit you, and it's the same guys who are talking about running around carrying 40s, yes, SCWs, saying that they got better knockdown power than a 9mm. Yes, they have a little bit more kinetic energy. And the same as a 45 got more kinetic energy than a 40 S&W and also a 9mm. But if you shoot that person with a high kinetic energy round and you hit them in the shoulder or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's not going to stop them. You know, if you hit them, if you hit them on the opposite side of the heart and they get a lung puncture, and if that person's adrenaline is pumped up and they're on some cocaine or some marijuana, they're coming. You know, and so it's still not going to stop them. So, you look at when the Mozambique drills went down in Mozambique, they were shooting the guys who was high on cot. And the reason why they were shooting those guys with 45s and they hit them in the chest, those guys wouldn't go down on one round. So they created the Mozambique drill. The Mozambique drills hit them twice in the chest and one in the head. And the headshot was actually doing the stopping. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you got to look at. Shot placement is the key.
Well, I was going to bring that up as we talked about this for a little while. The key to all of this is shot placement. It doesn't matter what you shooting. There's guys that have been hit with 45 in the head, and the 45 rolled around out one side and came out on the other side. Never penetrated the skull.
And like WK had said, y'all hit the thumbs up button. Help this channel.
Yeah, he's doing double time on Rumble too. I just saw him.
Oh yeah, he's everywhere. Yeah. So what I was gonna say?
Talking about
the shot placement. Shot placement is key. And a lot of you guys just carry some of you guys just carry a certain you guys just carry hollow points only in your gun. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? What if I have to shoot through a car door? What if I have to shoot through a car windshield? And it doesn't really matter about that bullet weight at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And,
but I think a lot of people don't look at it in that aspect that you, and I think WK mentioned a typical recipe that he carries in his daily carry as well. I think a lot of people don't think of it in those terms because they look at just flesh and not necessarily being in the elements and, you know, having to be attacked by a car or somebody in a moving vehicle. But, you know, there's a lot of road rage incidents going on out here today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I may have to shoot through my side window. You know what I'm saying? And so I need to be able to punch that side window first and come through it. You know, my side window is just going to blast out anyway, probably. And but my windshield is going to make a small hole. Then I got to punch through that. And if I'm, you know, I got to be accurate to shoot through that same hole or continue to try to punch and make that hole bigger. You know, in the meantime, I'm not hitting jack. I'm not hitting my design target. It's not happening because that bullet has just been deflected. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and that's the other thing you got to be aware of too when you're hitting. I'm about to do a McConnell. I'm about to do a McConnell. I almost lost my train of thought.
Oh, Mitch McConnell.
But no, when you shoot in glass, you have to understand the deflection of where that bullet may wind up, because especially from the inside and out, or inside and from the outside, you have to pay attention. And a lot of times we say this all the time: go train with people who shoot glass. Go train with people who shoot out of cars. Don't just sit there and do some dry firing in your driveway. You draw the gun and point at an inanimate object. Actually go someplace where they shoot doors. And I've seen it where that was with a particular agency and going up against the feds, and we shot up against car doors. And I was really dismayed, man. The hollow point bullet didn't go. It went through one side and didn't come through the other of a standard door. This wasn't even a 1970s car or a car mostly made of steel. These were these modern composite crush zone car. And it went through the outside door, but didn't penetrate the inside door. And there was a target there. And other guys, and this is during the time of the 357 SIG. And I'm telling you, man, I was ready to get me one of those right then and there. The Virginia State Police was using them. And their guys, it zipped right through it. I mean, straight line and all. I mean, it punched out.
Were they shooting hollow points too?
Hollow points too, yeah.
Yeah.
And they came straight through that door. And I was like, man. You know, the 357 SIG is probably like the dodo bird nowadays, but back then that was the bee's knees. Right.
You won't be able to find enough ammunition for it today.
Nah, not today. No. Nah. And plus back then it was $1.10 around. When it first came out, it was always an 85, 90 cents round. It was what we're dealing with today back then in the 90s.
Yeah, there we go. Here's WK's mixture that he carries. Mixed bag in my first bag. First two hollow points, next two full metal jacket, etc. The other mags are all full metal jackets. Yeah. So you figuring after you just dump that first one. If it ain't stopped, you in for a fight now. So you know what I'm saying? So you might as well have some good stuff in there. I mean, it's the same thing that these guys carry. If you notice that people don't really worry about bullet weight when it comes to rifles. If you notice that, when it comes to 5.56 and 223s, they really only thing people do is look at if it's a NATO round, 55 grain. Nobody really try to go anything heavier, or the
hunters do. The self-defense, not necessarily.
Right.
But hunters, you see them using the 64. There was a 62, 74.
But they want soft nose because they need to be able to do as much internal damage and bleed out the animal as possible. You know what I'm saying? And they're making precision shots too. So it's not like they're just blasting away. And and they use a lot of hollow points. So
you think bullet weight matters when you're in the forest and you're just shooting at trees?
No.
Okay. What about if you're shooting at a lake? What about you see these guys on the social media and they're just shooting the lake.
But bullet weight don't matter. Why are you shooting the lake? Yeah, it's like, come on, man. If you
I don't know
waste,
what the lake did to them, man. But
if you wasting ammo, you wasting ammo.
That's true.
You know, I mean, it doesn't make a difference. You know what I'm saying? I mean, half the cats. I know somebody told me a story in this room. Half the cats go to the range in 7 yards, and they sitting up there shooting full blown rifles and AKs at 7 yards, and still ain't hitting the target.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's ridiculous. So bullet weights don't matter. You know, because the only time they worry about bullet weights when it comes to pistols, and they think they're gonna be a difference. And a lot of people don't realize when you get a high when you get a hollow point that's in the high heavier bullet weight, so 147 for instance, in the hollow point, it's going to be a snappy bullet because they're going to put more powder load in it when there should actually be less. But for factory, they put enough in there so they don't have to worry about any malfunctions, any blowbacks, any stovepiping, any of that nature. And if you guys ever shoot hollow points, you ever notice they're hotter than the normal ball ammunition, and they're very snappy and they're hotter. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you say? Bullets can skip when shot on water. Dangerous thing to do. Yes, yeah, they can.
You see them? I don't know if you pay attention, but there's a lot of locals that shoot ponds, and it's like, what did the damn pond do to you? I mean, they shoot them like they're angry.
They don't have a back. They're shooting like they're angry. Okay, they don't have backstops, so
no, it's terrible, man. Yeah, I mean, but I was just getting off a little joke there. But the other thing is, what about like some of these revolvers, like the Judge, where you can shoot a 410 shell and a 45 long coat? Come on, man, let that inner FUD come out and go with it.
A Judge is a piece of crap. Judge is a piece of crap. It's a piece of crap gun, and the maximum distance on that thing is maybe about. They found the accuracy. It's about 20 yards, and that's within the ballpark. That's what the 45-70. You know what I'm saying? But you shooting the 410 at 20 yards, it's useless. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
and
I think it's a nice gimmick.
Yeah,
it's a good thought to have a shotgun shell and a bullet.
The Judge is it doesn't fail, but it would be good for a snake gun. You know what I'm saying? You take the 410 shells and put in there, and if you're gonna shoot some snakes,
you can use those CCI pest control bullets.
Yeah, they're great.
Those things came out they originally came out like Safety, is what I think the name was in the 90s.
The blue tips.
Blue tips. And when it first came out, they were fashioning those for self-defense. And when it was like, oh hell no, you're going to shoot somebody at a medium distance with birdshot? Are you kidding me? It was like it wasn't less than lethal at that time, but it was one of those deals for those squeamish people to go ahead and
dude. People bought those and they loaded every round with those. They're telling you, look at these right here. I got some of these blue tips in here, man. I'm about to tear somebody up. You know what I'm saying? And a 45 long coat. Yeah, after 45-70. Yeah, I want a 45-70. That's why I said that. I want one so bad, but I'm gonna have to wait because the prices on the things are ridiculous.
Let the inner FUD out.
Right.
FUD out. 45-70. I'll take a man at 100 paces.
That is 45-70 is a good round.
Oh, it's a howitzer.
Yeah, it is a howitzer. And I can't remember what the hell I was saying now.
You're talking about that the Judge.
Oh yeah, the Judge is a piece of crap. It's a heavy revolver that's bulky. It's very hard to conceal it, and you only have, I think, it's 5 shots.
5. One is 5 and one is 6. The Smith and Wesson, I think, is 6, and the Taurus is 5.
Okay, and so I mean, why buy a 5-shot jacket? Because it's cheap. It's under $200. You
Hell
can go
no,
to.
that thing is almost $400, man.
Oh, you serious? It went up.
That
Oh
thing, all that
no.
stuff went up during this time, and new people. Again, the gimmick got them. A lot of new people like that gun, and when I look up and I see it, I'm like, yeah, I know why you bought it. You thought
Yeah,
you was getting
and
something.
it's double action, right?
Yeah, you thought you
Yeah.
was getting a damn home defense gun all wrapped up in one, and you just
Hmm.
got a piece of junk.
Right. Well, they feel secure until they have to use it. Then they're gonna
So people with
realize.
high points,
Yeah, they feel secure until they use it, and they realize
bro,
they get a jam up.
479.
Yeah, high
That's
points of 479.
no. Taurus. The
Oh,
Judge is 479 of
okay.
the Defender, and the Magnum is 483.
Yeah, get out there and buy you a damn dagger for $250.
Dang. Now, dude, stop that promotion, man, until they give us a deal. They gotta give
Oh,
us a kickback or something.
oh yeah.
You
Well, I
promote
still
them,
love them. Maybe if I mention them enough, it'll get a deal. Yeah.
make it come true.
Yeah. All
I
right.
didn't know
Go.
they had so many damn variants of this damn gun.
Yeah, their screen locked up for some reason. All right, WK. So what about the Black Talon bullets from back in the day?
Yeah,
Black
I never
Talon.
was down with that. I
Black
mean, I
Talon
know they
was,
were called black cops, cop killers, and go
yeah.
through the
Black
vest.
Talon was a, yeah. Yours. I think my screen or your screen locked up. One of the two.
I'm
And
still here.
we're just gonna run with it.
Okay.
And um, there it is. It's back. And Black Talons were 147 grain bullets. And because I remember I bought some Black Talons for the 9mm 147s, and the Black Talons for the 45 was the 230 grain bullets. And the Black Talon bullets were excellent. They're a heavy, slow moving bullet, and the only and they did not do deep penetration. They went they penetrated, but it wasn't deep. It was enough penetration to make a nasty wound. You know what I'm saying? And the when they opened it, when they hit, because of the way they was designed, the barbs came out,
Mhm.
and they went like this on the inside, and then the barbs on the inside, as the person moved, they would make more cutting damage. But they found out that the Black Talons, it didn't harm the person that they thought it was harming. It was harming the surgical doctors going in and trying to grab it and remove
Remove
it.
them out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the doctors was getting cut and on their fingers if they wasn't using tongs to pick up the bullet. And then now if the person had AIDS or whatever, they got it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Especially during that time. That was around the 90s.
Yeah.
So the new one, the currently the Ranger SXT and the PDX by Winchester, both of those are similar to the Black Talon in design. They just don't have that coating on them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So
Or the barbs on the
if
inside.
you
It still
wanted
got the
right.
barbs on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. It's according to internet joke, the SXT stands for same exact thing.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
But
All right.
according to branding, it's called Supreme Expansion Technology.
Right. Right. But this time we're gonna thank our sponsors real quick. And
All right.
we have some internet issues going on one of our ends. I don't know which one. I don't know if it's me or if it's Al. I have to double check. You still there, Al?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, but we're getting some latency on the videos. So let's thank the sponsors, guys, who's paying for this, and we're gonna talk about. Do I have the channel up? We're gonna talk about what was published today. I don't have the channel. I know I got the channel up. Why I can't see it? Oh, there it is. All right. Who sponsored the show is SaberTeamTactical.com. And go to classes. And from there, go ahead, Al.
We have the private one-on-one. That's our bailiwick. That's where we get our bread and butter. We do that class. We come out and we do an evaluation of the individual, and then we proceed from there. So if you take a basic class and we find out that your skill level is a little bit higher, which we have had in the past, we don't start at, okay, this is a gun, this is a trigger. We will move forward and try to get you up to speed from where we perceive that you are. And if it's too much, we back it down and start over from there. And that's the way we proceed as adults do. What else do we got? Any course that you see up here, any title we could put together and bring it out to you for a small group, 2 or 3 people, individuals, any of the titles you want. If you want to even do private one-on-one, but you want to do shotgun, we'll bring out the shotgun to work with you for that. If you want anything except for our major ones like the concealed carry, stop the bleed class, those are individual classes. But any of these other topics that you see out there, we will get you up to speed. What's our next one? October 28th, Stop the Bleed, medical and rifle battle class. That is going to be a good one. That's going to move and shoot and triage and get wounded people out of the way. That's a really good class. You said you were popping smoke in that one, right?
Yeah, smoke grenades will be deployed on that one.
Yeah.
Even though we got a jacked up bay to do it in.
No, man. Well, we always make do.
Yeah.
We always make do. So that's that. And then at the end of the year, we'll have the rifle and tactical gear class. Only 6 people are involved in that class because it's really detailed. Al taught this one in the military. A lot of people. I want to say a number, but I think say 3,000, or you want more than that?
Yeah, it's over 8,000 plus. Right. Yeah, that I know that were taught this class by other students who were in the Army too.
Right.
I taught maybe less than 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So, right. But
so
those guys
it's detailed though. That's my point. It's a detailed class, and you don't go to sleep at 4 a.m. and wake back up at 7 and think that you'll be able to run through this class, because you can't.
You gotta have your rest.
That you gotta have your rest. You gotta
don't be eating
no
pork.
Cap on. Ooh, I don't know about that now.
Don't be eating no pork sandwiches.
Yeah, don't wake up and hit the bong and think that you'll be fine next.
Oh no.
You gotta be able to concentrate in this class.
Yeah,
it's very important. And if we see it, and trust me, see that hand come out, that's the first sign. Next thing you know, somebody's toes are rising off the ground. And then after that, we let the Omar loose.
As a matter of fact, I think I'll pull up a video of what's happening on there in a few. Let's see. And on that, go back to the top, go to laser engraving. We do laser engraving on the other side of life. I think September 9th, I have a 2-day show in Paulding County. I'll be out there. Just look for the Saber Team Tactical Flag. It's a facility out there. I don't have the exact address and stuff. I have it. Next time we come on the show, I'll have all the information. But I'll be out there for 2 days selling all the laser engraving stuff, plaques, dog tags. Won't be selling magazines, but I'll be selling leather patches and some glass work, some other novelty items. I don't really like to sell magazines like that because just bring me your own magazines, not doing for you, and just charge them that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a stockpiler. And so shoot me an email, saberteamtactics.com. I had the fill out sheet on here before. I still need to fix this. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll go from there. It was something I was gonna say. Oh, we got the our camera equipment is up now, guys. So we're gonna start doing a lot more shooting when we do our own events. We got our camera equipment up on the Panasonic GS5. We got the time codes and the Zoom F6 in sync, and so that's all set up. Also, too, we got another rig for to go live with. That could be mounted on that same rig, and yeah, we can go live right on location now and do a show. And we'll have lower thirds, bugs, all this other stuff in. So we still need a videographer and intern videographer, and you guys want to come out and shoot some stuff with us when we have shoots, and you will receive free rifle and pistol classes.
We already have one guy, so we need another.
Yeah,
just
we need another.
No misunderstanding, Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie. I'm not firing you, Reggie. You're still good. You're putting in work, and yeah, you put me in work. Yeah, we got you, Reggie. And
when you said it, I started thinking like, well, you know what? Let me hit him up real quick.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I appreciate that, Al. Yeah, I'm not firing you, Reggie. You're good stuff. You did some great stuff, and so we're gonna have you back. I'm just asking for a second person as a reference. I will do all the editing because we're gonna shoot this in an editing format, so it'll be easier to do, just like Reggie did last time. And it's just it won't take long to put the whole thing together. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
it's in here, we done.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Well, we can't announce that yet, but
we got some more things coming on the horizon. Keep the
we got
October 15th open if you're available.
And I'm doing some personal training up back at Rome with the OSS next month too. So we're gonna do some stuff up there, and I'll be up there for a couple days on probably the middle of the month. You know what I'm saying? Do some old school stuff and do some training up there with him and learn some stuff. And I'll bring it back to you guys and maybe, you know what I'm saying, or I keep it to myself. But the instructors will know what it is, you know what I'm saying? I'll bring it to them, you know what I'm saying? And let's see what else. What we're gonna talk about right now, man. What we got?
So the other thing is back to that. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, back to that Black Talon. So apparently, that round was actually found again recently when the Army won that contract for the new 6 hours. They came out with 2 new rounds, and one was for training, and the other one was for use in situations where they would definitely don't want over penetration for collateral damage, and it supposedly looks exactly like the Black Talon without the black on it. The black. Yep. So that round, like we talked about, and the same thing WK was asking about it before, and back in the day, I was making jokes about it because a lot of the street guys ran to that gun, that bullet, because of the name, because of the mystique, because it's supposed to be, be able to penetrate body armor. But it was a slow moving bullet at 147 grains. It was designed not to over penetrate, but to, like what you mentioned earlier, those talons to spring out and cause, their own little wound cavities to slow people down or stop them. Oh shit, Mitch McConnell. Look at this guy. Wake up. Damn, he lost. He'll be back. But anyway, in between that time. So one of the things that you have to look at when you're deciding on your own caliber and your own grain of bullet is get out and shoot it. The bottom line is get out and shoot that round. Buy a box of bullets. Whether it costs you $20 for 20 rounds, get out there and shoot it and make your own evaluation of what it feels like in your hand, in your gun. Most of these bullets are being tested in 4-inch barreled guns. So if you are shooting it out of a 3-inch barrel, you may not get the same numbers that it supposedly represented in their testing. If you shoot it out of 2-inch barrel, same thing. So one of those things that you're looking at is that you have to make your own research and you have to figure it out for yourself. Let me see, where is he? Is he coming back? Hold on, guys. And boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I guess we figured out what was going on. And by the way, I hate technology. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, I hate technology because it things like this. Let me send it down real quick. There we go. And I'm back. So that's the one thing you have to do is make sure that you get out and shoot the ammo. Oh wow, what the hell? Hey, bro.
Hey, you still online?
Yeah, I thought I was.
You lost off too?
No, it's still counting me down. I'm trying to see if
Okay.
yeah. WK just said learn to reload, so I'm still here. I'm talking to Al guys trying to get figured out. I sent you a link to come back.
I lost my internet. Yeah.
I sent you a link to come back.
Okay, I'll come back on my phone.
All right. Yeah, so those are the things that you got to do. Learn to reload, definitely. And some of us know how to reload. We just don't do it. I understand the recipe, understand the process. Just haven't done it in a long time. Had access to equipment to do it at a particular job. Left that job, didn't get my own stuff. I still debate it, but I've come to find the value in ammunition and able to find it. So I keep my ammunition stores up based upon being cheap. So I look for the deals and I buy it. But it's definitely a plus to be able to reload and get your own ammunition. Not only that, but if you start to get into this more, you will understand the trajectory, the bullet, the weight, the gases, all that stuff comes when you get involved with reloading. As these guys can attest, WK can tell you, Al reloads. I don't know if anyone else is watching that does long dread reloads. So you get those recipes and you find what you would like and you keep doing it. So you can get a hot load for when you want something fast, you get something slow, get a little lower recoil. If you want to introduce new people to firearms, you can use some low recoil ammunition so people don't get totally, scared of the recoil. And it's a great training way. It's also good to know in the future if something should ever happen and we don't have access to factory loaded ammunition. So now you can make your own. And sometimes it's going to come down to that, and potentially come down to that. Hopefully not. But anybody have any questions about this? We can answer any of the questions. We gotta do stuff like this when we out training, especially with new people. Break down the components of a bullet so you understand what's going on, because that's the same thing. You put a 147 and a 115 side by side. It's kind of hard to visually look and say this one is this weight, this one is that. But when you feel them in your hand, some people can discern the difference between the two, but not everybody can get that. Nobody can do that. But over time, you'll get to learn that. But that's the good thing about reloading, and knowing someone that can reload and teaching you the insides and outs of reloading, is that you start to learn the different components and what they do and what can't do. Different type of powders do burn faster and slower, all that good stuff. So definitely a plus WK when it comes to learning to reload. Yeah, so this is one of those shows, man. It's gonna be real rough landing, like emergency landing. But we're gonna do it safe. So we definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. And I don't have the control on this side. I just got the basic stuff. So I'm gonna give you some basic outro stuff. We appreciate you. Like and subscribe.